Hi, welcome to Torn Armor. This is going to be an actual demonstration of a gameplay session. This is Jack, my loving partner. It was actually really important to us that we show you how Torn Armor plays, okay? Typically I get annihilated by Jack. I'm going to try and turn the tables on him today. But the main thing is, apart from his humiliation, is I really wanted you to just see basically how the game works. Because this is like a fantasy skirmish game, okay? This is not a war game, sort of Warhammer style. I wanted you to see the difference. One big huge disclaimer here. This is a prototype. This is like a prototype of a prototype. This is what Jack and I have been doing just to dial in the game, just to play it through, get a feel for it, and exactly what you'd expect it to be, right? Our models are going into 3D printing so we can get proper prototypes made, which will be absolutely fantastic, but they're currently getting printed. So in the meantime, we're basically using miniatures from our miniature cabinet. So big disclaimer, these aren't Torn Armor miniatures. We're not claiming otherwise. In fact, you might even recognize some guys here. You might get something this big in the core box. It won't look like this dude, okay? So just wanted to make that real clear. The dice, and we're using old school dice right here. The dice also in the game are obviously going to be a little bit different. Torn Armor dice basically have hits either on one side, that's white dice, two sides, that's green dice, three sides, blue. Hits on four sides, red, really great dice there. Or if you're really lucky, you're rolling black dice and it's hitting on five sides. So the Torn Armor two swords crossed are actually going to appear on the hit sides. That's what you're going to get in the core game. Right now, we're using dice from our dice collection, and because, oddly, green dice aren't really available anywhere, we owned two between us, we're using yellow for green. You'll get green, and they'll look better than this. And you won't have to use a crayon to fill in the sides, okay? So, that disclaimer, put that to one side. Just let's talk about a little bit about the setup that we've got going here, okay? What you're going to get in the core box, you're going to get 25 dice, 5 different colours. I just read out the colours. You're going to get unit cards. I'm actually going to just show you one of these puppies right now. This is obviously a little bit of a prototype card, but you're going to get unit cards for all of the units. So you're actually going to get, what, 12 of these?
Yeah, 12. In
the box set. You're also going to get these punch outs, okay? These, I don't know, if we can hit some stretch goals, maybe this will even be 3D plastic terrain, would kick ass. For prototype purposes, we're using these little, I'm going to call them inserts for now. This helps you change the terrain. Talking of which, this is actually, I'm just going to pick that up for a moment. This is what we're calling a battlefield poster, okay? You will get 4 of these in the core set. They're double-sided. They actually have what we're calling 5-inch hexes on here. That is, the whole hex is like 5 inches across. I'm not sure if you can actually see that or not. And each side and each one actually has something different going on, but they perfectly marry up right now in the middle here. So you can have a beach, or you can flip it over. Maybe it's a farmhouse. You can have a little sort of forested area. You can flip it over and it's a bridge. So you're going to get 4 of these. That's 8 maps in all. Mix and match. And with these at the same time, you can totally change up the terrain that you're playing on. And that actually ties into some of the scenarios, or you can make up your own scenarios. The main thing, the fun thing is, and of course these aren't our miniatures, but I'm going to talk to it for a moment. You're going to get 39 plastic, high quality plastic miniatures in the core set. They're going to range from like 20 millimeters in height for the little tiny moo guys, those are the mouselings over there, up to over 60 millimeters in height for this type of bad boy over here. That's the war golems. There's also a couple of secret ones that we're going to see on the Kickstarter page. I think, depending on where we put this video, look up. They're going to be like 120 millimeters in height. So they're going to break down into 6 units per side. Each unit might have 5 guys in it. 1 golem might dude, 1 hero. Or, potentially, these little moose slingers over here, pain in the bum, there's 7 of them in a unit. So with that said, I don't want to be talking too much. This is kind of the setup of what you're going to get in the box. You're going to see it's a lot of miniatures. There's actually quite a few off camera at the moment. Maybe half of them are off camera. You're going to get all of that. Plus, you're going to get equipment cards and spell cards. I've got an example here. Again, prototypes, okay? These will be all stylized and made to look pretty. I'm talking about different types of spells that you can then add onto a unit. Again, that gives you way more customizable options. You're going to see that in play today because I've already got a strategy going. And equipment. I've already decided today that I'm doing flaming arrows because of the strategy that I'm going to do. So in the core set, you're going to get a whole bunch of these too. I mean, I think we're probably thinking about 12 of each. Hit some stretch goals. We're gonna start doubling and tripling those numbers. So with that said, should we get into this thing?
I think we shall.
Okay, Jack and I have already picked out the scenario. We haven't picked out our units. We're going to do that in front of the camera so you can see exactly what the process is, start through finish. The scenario we picked is a beach landing scenario. We've got a couple of different types of these that we're playing with. One is almost I've just got to get my Sisk guys to the end over there. We're not going to play that one today. There's another one where the Maychians are literally defending, and so they start off with inferior amounts of units, but every single turn they're bringing on more. We're not going to do that. I want to keep things fairly simple with you today. The scenario we're going to play today has 8 turns. Okay, it's like boom, 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 really sort of fast, and it's a survivor takes all type of deal. We have 8 turns to do as much damage on each other as possible here. And so it's actually based on victory points. You've got to destroy an entire unit to get those victory points, okay? Every unit has a gold value. We have 150 gold per side. That's what the scenario dictates. We're going to pick our units from all of those available to us. We each have 6 cards here. You've got to buy your equipment with that, if you want any. You've got to buy your spells with that, if you want any. Any gold that's left over, you don't get to use it. So with that said, should we get into this?
I think we shall.
Alright, so 150 gold.
150 gold. Well, I am playing the Maychian faction. They're the anthropomorphic animal race people. The cat men, the mouse men, the rhino men. And so, with 150 points, that's actually, while that seems like that would be quite a bit to choose your army, it actually does kind of limit me into to the amount that I can choose. I was taking a look at my unit cards prior to this, and I was trying to come up with a strategy as well, as Natalia was. And the thing about the Maychians is, they're lighter armored, yes, and their weaponry may not be good as the imperialist dogs that the Sisk are, but one of the things that they do have on their side is that they're fast, and there are more units there are more miniatures in a unit. And so I want to use that speed and that mass amount of attacks to my advantage. And so because of that, I have decided to purchase the Mu Slinger unit. That will be a unit of 7 Mouseling miniatures. I have also decided to choose a caster unit. That'll be the little snake man. 2 Mu Slingers in that, as well as 2 of the Venarin monks. That's kind of a nice mixed unit, gives me a nice blend of abilities. And then I decided to go with both my golems, both the light skirmisher elemental and just the light elemental, the bigger one. That being said, I used about 125 of my gold just for the units, and I decided to use that last 25 gold to buy 1 piece of equipment and 1 piece of armor. I decided to go with, or 1 piece of equipment and 1 spell. I apologize. I decided to choose the Shatter spell that my Snake Man will be able to use, and I decided to equip my Mu Slingers with some magic armor so they have a little bit more defense. So not only will they be fast, they'll be protected as well. And that's about all I've got. What about you? What have you decided?
Okay, I'm just going to say right now, my strategy was actually to pound down those Mu Slingers, okay? So the fact that Jack has put magic armor on him is a real pain. Shoot. So while he was talking, I actually picked out my stuff, so I'm going to stay with it. So here's the deal. You wouldn't know this. This is the first time you've actually seen this game played. The Mu Slingers are a little bit of a pain. I don't like them. They're quite quick. They're nimble. Their range isn't huge. It's just like a couple of hexes. That's like this distance. But the problem is they can hit you, and if he gets initiative, he's out of there. He's moving already, and I can't whittle him down. So normally the way I play the Sisk is I'd love to bring in the hoplites, you know, these dudes, and they're great. They've got this mobile shield wall, and they can typically try and corner the move, but it's really difficult. So today I'm going for a slightly different strategy. The fact that he's done his armor thing really kills me though. So let me tell you about what I've managed to get here. Mine actually adds up to 129 gold.
Okay.
That 1 gold left over, I can't do anything with it. So I'm actually going to bring in my secret weapon, my Goblin War Machine.
Isn't this from the World of Warcraft? Hold on. Copyright! Copyright! Get out of here!
Yeah. Yeah, don't tell their lawyers. Okay, I can't use that. Okay, backup plan. I'm all about backup plans. So, actually, seriously, what I'm going to do is the Sisk War Priest. The Sisk War Priest is a mixed unit. What I like about them is they've got a couple of Javelineers in there. These guys can also do a little bit of melee. They've got Falcadas. Not great at it, their AC is a little bit lower, but at least they've got some range. The range matches the move. They're outgunned though, right, because there's only 2 of them. They also have a couple of regular sort of hoplite dudes in there with the long spears. I love the long spears have reach. There's only 2 of them. I love the unit that actually has 5 in there, but it will give them some great melee capability. The piece de la resistance, though, is the actual War Priest herself. She's got a mace, great, but she can cure wounds. Every single round she has a chance of healing up someone. So as these Maychians over here are knocking my guys off, she has a chance to bring them back on. Unless the unit's destroyed, in this case everyone's dead, it's not just wounded, right? Here's the kicker. This is the thing that he's not going to like. I'm actually going to give it a spell at the same time. Spells can only be attached to a unit can actually cast spells. This particular one here has the spellcaster ability because of my War Priest, right? I picked out Arcane Bolt. Arcane Bolt does a black die. Best die in the game. Just only does 1, but it doesn't matter what he's fielding. It doesn't matter if it's a flying unit, assault unit, or his infantry, or any AC, 1 black die every single time. Best part, unlimited range. These little moo guys with their AC 3, this actually works out pretty good. They can be on the other side of the ward. If I got line of sight, I can stop fucking them off. He's got to come to me. That will be a first, because normally he stays out of it. Really digging this. But you know how it gets better? Cancia de Grualva. She is my hero unit. He didn't pick a hero, so this is good. I love using hero units. She only looks like she's on her own, right? Best part about a hero unit is I can combine her with another unit. Can't attach her to a flying unit, can't attach her to an assault. There are some limitations, but basically I can attach her to the Sisk War Priest unit. Now I'm styling. Look at this thing here. Best part is they exchange their abilities with each other. So Cancia has got 5 health. That means she basically is like 5 guys walking around here. He does damage to me with these pexy little moo as they're trying to get close. No problem. I can actually mark it off hers. While someone says, my War Priest is healing her up. This is fantastic. She also has a Javelin and she has a Falcada. She's fierce and brave. The brave won't actually come into this play, I don't think, because he's not fielding anything where that's going to be applicable. The fierce is really good. You're going to see that later. It's going to enable me to actually, I think, ruin his day. And this burst of speed, he's not going to like that much either. And of course, it's not the Sisk without war golems. So I'm going to bring in my skirmisher golem. I have to bring in my skirmisher golem because my skirmisher has got a ballista on his arm. It's got limited shots, it's only got like 3 shots, but it's got good range, 4 hexes, and it hits like a Mack truck. I want it to hit like a Mack truck on a train. So I'm going to give him flaming arrows.
Nice.
As equipment.
Very nice.
Flaming arrows will give him a blue die on top of the regular mountain of green dice that this guy is rolling. I think I've got a good shot at this.
I must say I'm actually very intimidated. But here comes the real intimidation.
This guy I love. Of course, not on Mini. I'm not claiming that it is. But I love this guy. You've seen the Mini on the Kickstarter page. You've seen him on the Facebook page. He's a behemoth. Okay, he's only a light fully equipped for the Sisk. What I love about this dude is he has a massive, massive shield. It's basically 8 feet in height. That gives him a permanent shield wall. It's Gollum with a shield wall. And he's got damage resistance, and his spear, his long spear, which is like 12 feet long, it's got cleave. He can literally just cleave across hexes with this thing. Problem is trying to get close. Literally, if I'm not careful, he can whittle me down. So, gotta be careful with this dude. He has to get close while simultaneously being slow. So I might have to keep him behind my guys until he has an opportunity to get in close. This is my thoughts for today.
I think that's fantastic.
Awesome.
Alright. So I think we should get ready for the deployment round of the game. Alright.
Actually, so dice, I'm going to need a black.
You are for your
and I'm going to
arcane
need
bolt.
a blue.
And you will need a blue.
So normally, obviously you wouldn't do it like this, but you know, the default dice is this yellow looking green over here. That's the default sort of dice for everything. Basically, you're hitting on a 1 and 3. You're going to see how that works in a moment. Units can be cursed, they can be slowed, that type of thing, in which case you roll in white dice. It's an inferior dice. You can boost them up with spells, then you roll in blue, or you roll in red, and so on and so forth. I've got a couple of spells here and equipment that enable me to tap into those better dice over there. Better units might roll these as default, okay? Normally we keep the more powerful dice off to one side because we typically don't need them. Have you got anything that you are going to adjust to you from a green?
Unfortunately, I do not. My magic armor just increases my armor class of my moose slingers by 1, and my shatter, actually, you know what? My shatter, if I use it to attack an assault unit, I do get to roll blue dice against that. So let me go ahead and grab my blue dice over here.
I hate that spell. I hate that spell so much.
And if you are happening to field any flying units, I would only deal white dice to them, because it's a little hard to shoot a moving target out of the sky.
He's mentioning flying units because we're planning on flying units for this. I mean, how cool would that be, right? Wyverns and dragons and stuff. But yeah, we don't have them right now. So.
But we'll plan for that in the future.
So I think I think I'm ready over here. I'm just going to put them to there.
Alright, well, before we can get to the first round of the game, we have to do the last little bit of setup, which is going to be putting these cover hexes, that mine represent trees, while hers represents rocks, on the board. This is part of the changing the strategy, changing the layout of the battlefield to help, help you win the game, I suppose. So what you do first for that is each player rolls one of the standard green dice, and whoever gets the most amount of hits, the little attack symbol, gets to then place their first defense hex. I shall let Natalia roll first.
Right. Okay, we got a 1. Oh, this is not starting off awesome. Okay.
Well, at least we're only placing hexes. Let's see, 1 and 2.
Okay.
So I shall place the first tree here. I shall be placing my tree right there.
Okay, he doesn't actually know, but I was actually planning on coming on this side of the board over here, and I didn't want to actually come in on this side of the board because he's got all of this cover, and I didn't want him to have that. So he's actually playing smart. That's a bit of a pain in the bum. Now here's one of the rules about torn armor. Okay, I'm not sure if you can actually see this on the camera, but this hex here actually has rocks in it already. Infantry can obviously use those rocks for cover, right? An assault unit can't. But that's a nice hex to be in. The whole thing is, though, if there were more rocks next to them, then it's kind of considered to be denser. The whole area must be like, they have taller rocks in there. Clearly it's way more sort of rugged terrain. And so it actually increases both adjacent hexes up in value. So if I place this little guy over here, like so, I've actually got rocks next to rocks. This basically is going to count like a mana fortification over here right now. So this is great. If I can get my guys into these hexes over here, I am laughing. He's going to have to come into melee, and I think I've got that. Over to you.
Now it's back to me. Very similarly to the rocks, the trees provide a moderate cover, so not quite as good as rocks, but 2 trees next to each other, much like the rocks, increase in their defenses. It is a copse of trees. It is a big cluster, part of a forest, and therefore it creates better defenses, better things to hide behind, being up in the trees, monkey guys. So if I put these two trees next to each other, now each one of them is considered heavy cover. And I like that, because now that I know that she might be working her way over there, I want to be able to work through my defenses and provide myself with some safe traveling.
Yeah, and you know, the other thing about this too is that, you know, you can't see through the trees. So he's basically given himself a safe route through. I mean, I've got this arcane bolt over here. I was planning on sitting back here, just sniping him, weakening him as I go. That's not going to be so easy now. This is actually going to be a little bit difficult. I might have to rethink my strategy.
But I don't need to assist you, but remember, if I'm standing in the cover, you can actually still hit me. You just can't shoot me through it.
Yeah, but I wanted to hit you when you were back over there.
Well,
okay? That's the whole point of arcane bolt. I can hit you from a mile away. Eesh. So, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Should put it over there.
You what, in the water?
Yeah.
Ay, are you killing me? You're killing me. Do I really consolidate there, or should I come in over here? You know, there's a rule that we didn't mention, and that is, this particular scenario, well, all of the scenarios will limit where you can actually place these. This particular scenario has to be in your half of the board. So I can't put this over there, at least not in this particular scenario. He has nothing that can actually hit me at a massive range. I don't have to cover my entrance here. So you know what, I'm just going to really bolster up. We've got this whole line of rocks going on over here. So that's going to be really nice, a defensible position that I think both of us will be fighting over.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we are ready to begin then.
I think we are.
Alright, so the first round is the deployment phase, in which both players roll initiative again. And for the deployment phase, whichever player loses the initiative has to place the first piece on the board before the other player. So again, I shall let you roll first.
So if I get one hit again or no hits, I'm not going to be happy. 2. I'm okay with 2.
Alright. And I got 3. So.
Alright, so I've got to place first. You place, you don't move. It doesn't really matter at this point, but you know, I don't want to block myself from actually coming in here by placing a unit on the board and then I can't put another one in the same hex. So, you know, I'm just going to commit to these guys being over there, lots of camp, but you know, I could get some pew 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 going on, or you'll probably come in. You know, my arcane bolt just isn't going to apply, is it? Alright, I'm going to put this big, huge... No, you know what? I am going to put my Sisk War Priest and attached Conceer right here. Hopefully that is on camera, because that is one sexy looking unit right now. Okay, I am placed.
Alright. Since she's placed her first unit, it is now for me to place my first unit. It'll go back to her in a moment. I am going to be placing my Moo Slinger unit in this collection of trees here, this first little hex. So they are already starting off in cover. That should be good.
How many units do you have in them?
I have 4 in all.
1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got 3.
3,
right?
because your
Yeah.
hero unit, yes.
So you're going to be placing 2 units after me, right?
That is correct.
Alright, then I'm going to put my skirmisher golem next to them.
Okay. I shall be placing my caster unit.
His caster unit, by the way,
Velvis.
his caster unit has Firebolt, is it?
Shatter.
Well, no, but the basic spell.
Ah, yes. The Serpent Folk Mage has the ability to cast Firebolt, but it's only got a range of 2, so
Okay.
you have not much to worry about. About the range of a sling. Okay.
Okay.
There they are.
God, I hate you guys. Alright, am I gonna try and smush them with my Lux Golem? No, you know what? I'm gonna stay consolidated here, and I am gonna bring in my light golem right on the edge there. Alright, over to you.
Alright, I'm going to be placing my last 2 units. Being that she doesn't have any more, I now get to place the remainder of mine. This is my representative for my equivalent of the her light golem. Light, even though he's huge and he's got a giant like natural sword going on. He's going to be coming in next to the caster unit here. And then my last unit, my little skirmisher guy, he's actually going to be coming in over here next to the moose slingers.
Okay.
Alright, so the first round is done.
It's looking good already. Okay, let's do this thing.
Okay, round 2. Let us roll for initiative. Now that the proper turns have begun, whoever wins the initiative gets to go first.
And I mean, right now we're kind of got a little bit of distance between us, so I'm not sort of too concerned on this. But when we start to close, it actually becomes really crucial to try and win the initiative. But you only move 1 unit at a time, okay? So even though you might lose the initiative, the other guy might move something that you don't care about because you actually go for someone else. So it can be important. I'm not rolling well today, and this is public. Okay, I've got 1 die.
1 versus 2. I shall be going first.
You're rolling 1 better every time. Go for it.
Okay, so my moose slingers, Sunfluff as they're called, have the scout ability. That means that because this is the first round of the game after the deployment phase, this 1 round only, they are actually able to move 2 additional hexes, but just for this round. If I don't use that ability this round, it's a wasted ability. So because they have that, I think I will actually, every round you get 2 actions. An action can either be a movement or an attack. If you use both of your movement actions, both actions as a movement, it's called a double move. You get to basically move your movement speed twice. That's what I'm going to do, because with my scout ability, that means I can move 4 hexes in total. I think that's actually quite fast. So, my move are going to be going, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move all his buddies here with him.
Nice.
And that is them.
And remind me, these guys can't see over rocks, right?
No, unfortunately.
Even though they're really tall.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Big pile of rocks.
Okay, so my skirmisher golem also has the scout ability. You might have forgotten about that.
I have.
But he can't move into the rocks. So he's got some limitation there. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hook him in from around the edge here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This isn't like chess, okay? So, but at the same time we don't like, oh, you know what, I don't want to do that. But that's my move. That's what I'm going for right there.
Oh, indeed.
Oh, yes.
For those of you keeping score at home, he has now moved within range of my moose slingers. Unfortunately, I can't use them this round, so hopefully next turn I'll get the initiative and they can go first.
They're not going to be able to hurt my golem. And you know what? If he goes first, twog, 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 firebolt, twog, 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 I'm going to kick them down.
Okay. Back over to me.
And every game is like this between us, by the way. I love to smack. And I'm behaving right now.
Yes, you've seen her all on Facebook. You know she likes to talk smack. Okay, let's see. I have my Astel, my small golem here, my skirmisher. He also has the scout ability, which I don't want to waste. So I think I'll be moving him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making his way through the trees here. Being that he is an assault unit, he actually can't enter a hex with a tree. 2 big things. Back over to you.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do a double move with this combined unit over here. So that's just 2 hexes, which brings them to there. And I'm actually going to pray that next turn I can win this initiative, because otherwise his move will actually potentially going to be able to get into that cover before I can get down. That's not going to be fun. Over to you.
Okay, let's see.
I actually thought I had this buttoned up, but I forgot how bloody fast the Maychians are.
Okay, my other golem, while he doesn't have the scout ability, he does have the fast ability. So he is allowed to move 1 extra hex when he moves. Now if he does a double move, he still only gets to move 1 extra hex. He doesn't get to move 1 extra hex per movement. So effectively he can move 3 squares. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I think I'm going to be moving him as a 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Nice. You see what I mean about they've got that slight edge on speed. It can be a real problem to deal with. Also note, like we're not even one turn in. Look at, we're right there in each other's faces already. That's what we wanted to do with this game, is just enable it to be faster right then and there. So I've basically got just one guy left. He's my light golem, and I mean, I keep looking at the card thinking that he's got scout or fast, and he doesn't. He never has. But so he's just going to be able to move.
It's that big shield that slows him down.
Could you? I've got to do it. So I'll just move 2. No point trying to. Well, you know what? I'm going to keep him next to my guy, so keep him behind the rocks there and move him in. All right, let's see what you got.
Okay, my last unit, my Feldus caster unit, the Serpent Man. They also have the scout ability, so they can move forward as well. So let's see.
But that's only on the first turn, right?
Only on this turn, that is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hear how fast you guys are.
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'm going to move them into those trees. Being that the 2 trees are together, it's heavy cover. That's actually pretty good cover. I'm going to go ahead and move them there. So 1,
we should
2,
give
3.
the Sisk flamethrowers.
Yeah.
So situations like this, I could just like burn the forest down.
Different faction. Different faction.
Alright, so that's it. That's turn 1 done.
Well, turn 2, actually. First round was deployment.
You're correct. You're correct.
So
So we've got 6 turns left.
On to round 3.
Let's do this thing.
Would you like to roll initiative?
Okay, this time this is important. This is really important because I gotta be able to stop beating you guys up. Come on, dice, do not do the 2. 3. I got 3. This is better.
Very nice.
If you get 4.
I got 1.
Nice. Okay, so I got initiative.
Yes, you do. So the question is, who is acting first?
I really do not think that your move can hurt my golem. Really, well, maybe you can. He is only a skirmisher golem, and it would be humiliating to go down to a whole bunch of mice. Alternatively, I can move those guys, get them into the rocks. That would be interesting. That could be interesting, because if I can control those rocks, I've got a good position on the board there. So actually, I'm not going to fire him. I am going to move these guys.
You're going to move them.
I'm actually going to need your help remembering here.
Yeah.
The burst of speed is once a game, right?
Once per game.
And it allows you to move 1 extra hex.
1 extra hex per move action. So unlike fast, where if you do a double move, you still only get 1. For every move action, you get 1 extra. So if you do a regular move, you get to move 2. If you do a double move, you get to move 4. But it's once per game.
And I'm going to do that because I want this unit to occupy this cluster of rocks here. Okay, this is almost like a fortified position right here. I see it's pretty important on the board right now because he's basically coming in from all sides. If I don't take that, he's going to take that. And if I do this burst of speed, so 1-shot deal, they won't be able to do it again, I'll still have my attack round. And I'll be able to start opening up on these guys. So that's the unit I'm going to do.
Sounds good.
Let's have some fun here. Alright. So, I'm going to attack.
Okay.
The question is, who do I fear the most? Is it your mage unit? Is it this guy? Or is it the moo?
That's what one of the beautiful things about where you've positioned yourself is you actually have complete line of sight on all 3 of these units, and you're within range. So the first 2 steps of a ranged attack, you've already got in the bag. You have line of sight, and you're within range.
So do I take out your skirmisher golem? I'm not so sure I'm too worried about him, even though he can throw rocks. Maybe I should be worried about him. Or do I aim for something that's actually in cover there, and you're going to be rolling pretty good defense against my attacks, but I do have to try and whittle down that unit of yours. And you've got an AC of 3, right?
The Moo have a current AC of 3, the Caster unit only has an AC of 2, and the Skirmisher Golem has an AC of 2.
So I think, you know, the Javelins are going to do basically 1 die. An arcane ball. Actually, it's not a great ranged unit right there. That is not a great ranged unit. That's the thing about the Sisk. When you think you've got it in the bag, you really don't. But I do have Conceer there as well.
Yeah, she's got her javelins she can throw.
Yes. And Fierce is only for melee?
Fierce is only for melee.
Alright. So, you know what? I am going to concentrate on the move. I don't think that this is a shrewd move, but let's do it. I am going to have Conceal throw a javelin.
Okay.
I am going to have the 2 Javelineers throw the javelins. Now, you're AC 3, you only get 1 die, but there's 2 of them, so I get 2 dice. And I also have my Mage. She can use her Arcane Bolt.
Unfortunately, because an Arcane Bolt is not on her attack sheet, you have to do an Arcane Bolt as its own attack.
You remind me of that every time, and I try it every time with you.
I know. Spells are cool, but they're not that cool.
Alright, so I think I'm just looking at 4 dice. That's all I've got. So let's do this thing. That's actually way less than I was hoping for. I can't lose again. So, 1 hit. That's all I got. That's all I can bring.
Okay, because 1 hit is coming to me, and I am in heavy cover because of those 2, I get to roll a blue die to try to defend against it, just because of the cover that I'm in. Does that javelin thud into a tree, or does it take a little move to the face?
I'm hoping it takes a move to the face.
It does not. Thank goodness.
There it is. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Well, they have gone. Got a skirmisher golem that's coming my way. I think he's going to be a really big threat. I think the move, while they were just attacked by that, they're actually going to turn their sights on that golem coming their way.
Very wise.
So, according to my little card here, you're of an armor of what on your skirmisher?
My skirmisher, you know, actually bring this guy across. He's an AC of 2.
AC of 2.
He's just a little guy.
So, against an AC of 2 assault unit, they only get 1 die. But there are still 7 of them alive. So that means I get to roll 7 dice. We've only got 5 here, so I'll have to roll some again. So let's do it. I'm actually only going to be doing a single attack action this round, because I'm going to attack and then I'm actually going to move.
Okay.
So, my first barrage. I've only got 1 hit in that one.
That's good.
Roll 2 more dice. Only 1 hit.
That's good. That's good. I feel like I just got away with something new. I actually have damage resistance.
Fantastic. What is your damage resistance number?
1.
Okay, so you get to roll 1 die to try to resist the damage. Unfortunately, I only have the 1 damage coming at you, and you resisted it. Poing! Little tiny stone bounces off. So, my other action I'm going to use to move. Let's see. They are going to step out of the forest and go backwards. Now, there's no line of sight on them.
And I actually, I do have line of sight on these guys though, right?
That is correct.
Alright.
To get line of sight, the center of a hex needs to reach the other center of a hex without passing through anything. Any bits of cover, another unit, that sort of thing.
And I can only move 1 with him.
If you wish to attack, yeah, you can only move 1.
Yeah, but unfortunately if I move there, I might not actually have... Oh no, I have line of sight because it would go down there.
That's correct.
I could keep the line of sight on that. So I'm actually going to move... Well, although I could do that... I could do the concentrated fire.
You could do concentrated fire from where you're at. What is the range on your ballista?
4.
Wow, that is... Yes, you could stay there and do a concentrated attack against me. A concentrated attack, when she rolls all of her dice, she is allowed once per that attack to re-roll all of her misses. It's a pretty good move, but it does use both actions to do it.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm doing a concentrated attack with him against your mage unit in the forest there.
Okay.
And what is your AC with those guys?
My armor value is 2.
Nice, so I get 4 dice.
Oh.
And I re-roll misses, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, this is good because I only got 1 hit.
Alright.
Let's try that again. All the other... Oh,
wow,
much better.
3 hits.
3 hits.
Alright, well I am in heavy cover there with them, so I get to roll my 3 blue dice to try to, hopefully these bolts flying out of this arm ballista can get stopped.
Come on.
No, they all come through. That means that unit has just taken 3 points of damage.
Well, actually, that one you're good with, right?
Oh, I apologize.
Yes.
I apologize.
You deflected 1, so 2 get through.
Okay, so 2 got through. So, Now here's the problem. I now have to decide which of the miniatures I want to take out. By removing them from this unit, the unit effectively becomes weaker. That's not good.
There's blood.
Okay, let's see. Now, this unit, the Venaran monks, not only are they proficient in melee with their quarterstaffs, they also have shuriken that they can throw.
So bad unit.
What I'm going to do is, the 2 little move from this unit are going to go down.
I think that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
But now, the weaker unit, it's only got 3 health left.
Over to you.
Okay, let's see. I think...
Oh, you know what?
What?
You know what? I hate to stop the game like this, but he also had flaming arrows.
Oh my, you know what? Go ahead and add that blue attack die onto there.
I forgot that he had that.
It wouldn't have. It would have. Oh, reroll misses for concentrated attack?
You are.
We always forget that.
Got
that
it.
would have gone through. So let me try my 1 more defense against it.
I think you're good. I think you're good. You're good.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay, now, back over to me. I think the caster unit will actually retaliate.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll actually go after the golem with a shatter attack.
I forgot you had that spell. Okay.
It's got a range of 3, and as you can see, 1, 2, 3 hexes.
Easily,
Perfect.
yeah.
And I'm going to do a, let's see, it is an assault unit, so I get to roll my 3 blue dice against him.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ooh, oh, go off the table here. Roll that up.
Thank
I'll
you.
go off camera for a second.
Okay, so only 1 got through.
Oh, that's good. So I get the damage resistance on that.
That is correct. Here's your green die for damage.
Cool. I make it.
Darn.
He's doing good. Okay.
One of the uses off on the shatter. And their other action, they are going to... this is going to be tough here. Yeah, and they're not within range. You know, they're going to use their other action to attack that unit because they're within 2 squares.
2 attacks. Oh, with the flurry of shuriken.
Yeah, with the flurry, it'll be a flurry of shuriken and the firebolt from this guy.
Very cool.
Just 2 regular attacks. So what is the armor of that unit? Of your mixed unit?
Well, how come your silence, your shadow was able to go and then everyone else can go, but how come I couldn't use my arcane bolt before? You told me that it takes an attack.
Oh, I do apologize. I was thinking it was actually a different ability. My apologies. Sorry.
He does this. He reiterates the rules to me and then he changes them on his turn. He does that. Caught on camera this
Caught
time.
on camera, my apologies.
No, seriously though, but are you good with that?
Yes, I am done.
Excellent. So now it's my turn. I've only got 1 guy left. It's him. He hasn't got any form of range ability at all. This guy has not gone yet. He does have range. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. This guy does not have range. But it'd be kind of foolish for me to do a double move here with him, I think. Unless I think I can handle whatever he throws at me, and then if I win next round, I can just pulverize him. So you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing a double move. Boom.
Okay.
I'm bringing the fight.
Okay, great. Alright, well, now that you have used all of your units, I get to do my last 2 guys in a row here. What I'm going to do with Astel, my little skirmisher here, is I'm going to do a concentrated attack as he throws a rock at your head.
Bring it.
Okay, so what is your defense of your light golem?
12.
I don't even think the Lich King could hit that.
It's just a 3.
Just a
He is alive. Whew.
That scared me there for a second. Okay, so my rock 3, I get 3 green dice.
Alright.
Let's go ahead and do that. And it's a concentrated attack, so I'll be able to reroll my misses. Okay, which is good because I got 3 misses. Let's try that again. Oh, and the rock goes flying willy-nilly.
That's bad luck right there.
Alright, so his turn is done. And the last one, my fast light golem here. I'm going to do a move, and then I shall attack.
I forgot about that.
So, 1,
if I
2.
win next initiative, I am pulverizing those guys.
And I'm now doing a melee attack. I am attacking with my Mokothital. That's that big arm with the stones coming out of it.
Yep.
Coming to clobber. Now,
AC3.
he's actually not that good in melee against big other assault units. He's actually really good at taking out infantry units, but he's a big threat, and I kind of need to try to stop him. So, he moved, so he won't be able to do a concentrated attack, so he just gets 2 dice against this big guy. Both misses. But, since I'm attacking in melee, he gets to strike back at me.
Now, my light golem has a long spear, and he's actually pretty good against other assault units, your AC.
Is 3.
So I get 3 dice.
Fantastic.
1. I just 1 hit.
Well, I have a damage resistance of 2. Only 1 damage came through, so I get to roll just 1 die for that. And I didn't make it, so oof.
Okay.
He takes a point of damage.
Nice.
Okay. My turn is over. It is the next round. We are into round 4.
Let's do it.
Roll your initiative.
Initiative can be very important right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 2.
All
Not
right.
bad, not bad. I can live with that.
2.
Okay, let's roll off then.
Reroll initiative if you time.
1.
Only 1 for you. And 1 for me. Oh, this happens from time to time. It's very stressful.
1.
1 for you. 2! Yes!
Okay, you go first.
Now the real question is, though, is who do I go for? There's a lot of stuff going on here. You know what I'm going to try to do? It's going to be risky. It's going to be risky. I am going to... Very risky. I'm actually going to try to shatter him with them again.
Okay, okay. Okay.
They don't have the firepower, unfortunately, to take him down with their conventional weapons, which is part of the reason why I bought this spell, because I knew that they wouldn't be able to take on the bigger units like that. They're pretty good against infantry, but not against assault.
I think this is a mistake. Go for it.
By the way, I at no time ever admit that I'm good at strategy games. I just am really good at dice games.
Go on. Oh, shoot.
2 hits.
Okay. Damage resistance 2?
You have a damage resistance of 2.
Yeah, I do. Absolutely.
Fantastic.
So...
You get to roll 2 defense dice against the 2 damage.
That was a good roll. I got 1.
So you take 1 damage.
Yeah, 1 damage. Okay, so... In the boxed set, by the way, the unit cards are actually going to be dry erasable. So you won't have to laminate them, you won't have to put them in little sleeves or anything like that, and you won't have to be worrying about little tokens. These won't be in the actual game itself.
Our prototype one. Obviously we have to.
So you're done.
With that guy, he's done.
I'm going to put a world of hurt on you right now.
Okay.
Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move him 1, and I'm going to cleave.
Very nice. Very nice.
So cleave.
Okay.
These 2 units,
All
because they're adjacent to each other. This guy's AC is...
his is going to be a 3.
And he's 3 as well?
He is a 2.
He's a 2. Okay, so this guy I'm getting 3 dice against. This guy I'll get 4 dice against. Okay, so let's do the 3 first.
Alrighty.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Not a bad roll.
Alright, I've got damage resistance 2, so let's try to resist that. I resist them both. Thank goodness. And your second attack against him?
4 dice, right?
Correct.
Just 1.
Alright. Little guy has damage resistance as well. Let's see if we can get it.
Not great. Been better.
He did not. He takes damage.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Now, because of the cleave, I only actually get to strike back with one of the 2 targets that she hit me with this melee. Both of them don't get to come back and hit. So I need to see which one of them is actually better at hitting guys of his size. Let's see, he has an armor of 3. You know what, they are actually both the same. So you know what, because you actually hit the big guy first, he'll actually strike you back.
Okay.
1 hit is coming your way.
Okay, and I have damage resistance too.
Okay. So you just roll 1 dice.
For the 1 hit.
Yeah. Ooh,
I didn't make it.
Take a hit.
That's 2 points off him right now. Okay, he's getting beat down. Okay, cool.
So that was his go.
Your turn.
Alright. I think I shall actually be doing something very similar to you. This guy is going to be taking a move, and he's going to be cleaving.
Oh, I didn't know he had cleave.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
You always forget that. You're too preoccupied with your war.
I'm the one that built that unit. Okay.
Exactly. Okay, so let us see. Let us do the squishy caster mixed unit there first.
Okay, well I got AC 2.
AC of 2. I get to roll 8 dice against them.
Ow.
Okay.
Not great
Only
rolls.
one hit on
Great
there.
rolls.
Roll my 3 extra dice. 2 hits.
Okay, I'm not too concerned. I've got shield wall and I've got great cover there. So I'm going to just do the shield wall first.
One thing to note though is the cover doesn't protect her against melee attacks.
Yeah. But I've got shields.
Yes, you have shields.
Then I'm going to roll 2.
You're going to roll 2 shields.
You know, I'm looking at them and thinking, but these are yellow. Forgetting that they're... both misses.
Alright, so they'll be taking 2 damage then.
So I've got to pick 2 guys to come off here. This is not good.
Or you could have Consia just absorb
Oh,
it
I
too.
like that. I like that idea. I'm going to give her 2 points off
Okay.
her. Alright. Where's Consia? So, okay, Consia takes 2 damage.
Okay, and his cleaving action, he's swinging his way over to him.
Oh, I think you're going to take down my golem.
I
Okay.
don't know, he only gets 2 dice. We'll see what we can do. Only one hit.
But I've got to try and resist that. And I don't. This is not good. He's only got 2 points left. Okay.
So one of those 2 gets to retaliate against him in melee.
I can do 3 dice. But if I do it with my mixed unit, they would all have a go back. But actually...
Yeah, that's one of the problems with some of the mixed units is they don't have quite the capability of taking out a bigger guy.
No. I could get 3 green dice. She actually can't hit you, which is amazing. Or I can do 3 green dice from this guy. So I'm going to do 3 green dice from this guy. He's going to start fighting back on you.
Makes sense.
And I got no hits.
Yes!
Okay.
Good one. Alright, over to you.
Oh, this is not good, but now I think you've done all of the damage you can against these for now. I think I'm going to have to actually do another concentrated fire from that guy over there. This is the 2nd ballista bolt he's fired. He's only going to have 1 more left after this.
Okay.
So, concentrated fire, right into the forest there. What is your AC?
I am an AC of 2.
That gives me 4 dice. But there's also a blue.
Yes, because you have your flaming arrows.
Oh, this is looking pretty good. This is looking really good. We've got 4 hits.
Very nice.
Just 4 hits?
Just the 4.
Okay.
Okay. So, because I'm in heavy cover, I get to roll 4 blue defense dice. 1 for each of the hits that came my way. Hand me the other blue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. See if we can resist some of that. And I don't resist any! The entire unit goes down!
That's awesome! That's awesome. Excellent. And
So-
of course this is a victory point game. I just got one of his units off the board.
She now just got an entire, that is...
I think that's like a 44 gold value or something
it
like that
actually
over
is.
there.
Yeah, that
Excellent.
one's actually very expensive. Whew. Okay.
Nice.
That was your turn with him. You're only going to have 1 unit left to go.
Yes.
And I'm going to have 2. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead.
Well, actually, you're probably only going to have 1, right?
Well, neither
Because
of them have gone
Right,
yet.
but you're about to move one of them right now. So you're going to have 1 because you literally just lost a guy.
Right.
So
So
it's going to equalize things.
he's going to go. He is actually going to first throw a rock in your face. And then he's going to try to pummel you with his tree club.
Alright, bring it. Let's see what we can do here.
Okay.
I've only got 2 health left.
The rock is going to be 3 dice coming your way.
You are puny.
Only 1 hit with the rock.
Okay. And so I'm going to try and damage resistance there. Yes.
You do.
I'm good.
And I'm coming in with that tree club.
Okay.
He can only throw 1 more rock. 1 hit with a tree.
Come on. No.
Bonk!
I take another damage. Now he's really close. Okay.
Now he gets to strike me back.
Yep. And your AC again was
It's 2 for him.
2, so he's got 4 dice. Just 1. Not great rolls.
That's good, because I've got a damage resistance of 1. Ah, didn't make it. Take another damage.
Excellent.
He's halfway down. He's still got 2 health left.
Ooh, which one's going to go down first? Okay, so you're done.
I will have 1. Well, I'm done for at the moment. You still have...
Well, actually, didn't he just attack? And that's all he's done?
Yes.
Did you want to move him or anything?
Actually, yes. I totally forgot about that. I should have done a concentrated attack, actually, against him.
I didn't tell him.
She's a bit of a cheater. Well...
I cheat within the rules. He is weak.
Well, that is poopy. No, he's gonna go ahead and just stay there then.
I think you guys have got that sewn up. I can see me losing my guy there. Alright, and he's gone, which just leaves these dudes right here. And they haven't actually... Well, actually, they have taken a little bit of damage. So this round, just so you know, aside from whatever I'm going to do against this dude, I think I'm actually going to do a concentrated attack on him.
Okay.
I'm going to be using their Cure Wounds ability
okay.
too, this turn as well. Cure Wounds is an ability that some units have. This is a priest unit, so they have it. It's a little bit like a weapon line, but ultimately she can heal adjacent units and the actual miniatures within her own unit. It's a hit or miss thing. It's literally, she's not that good at it, but she can do it every round. Let's see if it's going to work this round. So I'm just wailing on this dude.
Okay.
I'm not actually really sure. He's your heavy guy, actually, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I might not have that much I can actually hurt him. I think it's going to be down to the missile weapon. So here's the deal. I've got 2 Javelineers.
Okay.
And he's AC 3, right?
Correct.
So they get a green die each. I've got Consia over here. She gets 2 dice.
Oh.
So that's just from the
She's got a
javelins.
strong arm.
She's got a strong arm. So I'm gonna try and throw the javelins at you. 1 hit.
You're doing a concentrated, so don't forget to
Oh,
roll
thank
those.
you. Yeah.
Still
1 hit.
All right. Let me try to resist that. And I do.
Ah, this is not good. I was actually really planning on the javelins weakening you up. Because all I've got now is I've got the 2 long spears, and don't forget that they have reach.
Okay.
So the long spears, though, only get 1 die each.
Can your long spear... Oh, you can hit.
Just about. This is right in the cusp of their ability. That's 1 hit that you've got to resist.
All right.
Oh, wait, and it's concentrated. That's still 1 hit.
Okay, let me try to resist that. Ah. I do not do it, so he's taken some damage.
And the mace actually can't hit you, and Consia can't hit you with her Falcata. So that's actually that unit done. I've just got a Cure Wounds to actually go for, and he will actually be able to attack back due to the melee aspect. But let's just roll her Cure Wounds. It's just 1 die.
But being that you're doing a concentrated, if it does happen to miss, you can re-roll it. Thank goodness.
It was a miss.
Cool.
And it's still a miss.
She can't quite get it off. She's a little intimidated by this big guy who's coming back in.
I was actually really hoping this unit would be way more effective. This is the first time I've actually combined this hero and this unit in this way. I thought that they'd be unstoppable.
And what is your overall armor value?
Just 2.
Okay, I get to roll my 8 dice in retaliation.
Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad. Okay.
Only 1 on that one.
That's good. That's good.
2.
No cover. I do have the shields. Alright, so let's see if these shields can help.
Only 1. So 1 gets through.
1 gets through. I'm gonna hit Conceal again over here.
Okay.
And so she's actually getting really beaten up right now.
Just jumping in the way. Okay. Good on them. My move still up.
Yes.
They're gonna go do a move and shoot.
Okay.
I'm gonna move back into cover and fire upon the little scout guy.
That's good.
Dun, dun.
Nice. Okay.
All right. There's 7 of them still alive, so they'll get to roll 7 attack dice at it.
Only AC 2.
Only an AC 2.
He's a little fella.
All right. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage. Now, being that he's only got an armor resistance of 1, or damage resistance of 1, even though he's taken 5 damage, he'll only get to roll 1 defense die to try to negate it.
You do this every time.
I know.
You do this every time. I thought, oh,
Nope.
No.
Which means...
He's dead.
Dun, dun, dun.
He said he got 4 health. Damn it. Okay. And he was my great unit. That hurts. And the flaming arrows go with him. You can't trade off equipment to anyone else. You can't trade off the spells to anyone else. It's attached to that unit for the game. That really hurts. So victory point wise, Jack has literally earned, I think it's 41 gold if I remember correctly for this, but the spell itself was like another 10 gold. Jack's winning right now. He's got 51 gold in value on victory points. I'm losing the game. How quickly this can turn.
Round 5.
That round hurt. I got 3 though. I can try and come back
She
at
might
you.
go first. She does. I only got 1.
Alright, so...
She's only got 2 units left.
The cleave is not going to help me here, but the cover... So here's the deal. If I could take a back step here with that guy... Or I could actually move these dudes and get into some melee with you. Because your Moo do not like the melee. I'm thinking that's... Even with your AC of 2, I'm thinking that is probably the way to go.
Don't forget the ring magic armor, AC 3.
I know, and that's what I'm counting it as. I think that would make sense. They've used their burst of speed, that's a shame, but they haven't used their fierce.
Yes, indeed.
I'm going to move 1 and attack your Moo with these guys. They're breaking cover.
Okay.
This is risky, because he's only got 1 point left. I think you're going to pummel him down this round. The hatred for the Moo is making me do bad things.
They're just cute little mice, guys.
They're cute little dead mice, guys. That's what's about to happen right now. Alright, let's bring them in, and I'm just throwing everything at you, okay? Obviously, I can't use the arcane bolt, but it's javelins first. This is a skirmish game, right? So my guys are bursting out of the rocks. They're throwing javelins as they come in. The range goes first. It happens every time, and then you can do the melee. He can fight back against the melee. The thing about Moo is they're timid. They can't do melee back at me unless they're actually attacked. But I'm actually hoping that I can destroy him. It won't be through the range stuff because he has the cover. He'll be fine on that. But the falcatas and the spears, that's what I'm hoping will really hurt him here. This, I think, is going to be make or break right now. I think this is going to win or lose the game right here. So, let's do it. Against your AC 3, I've got 2 javelins. I've got 2 from her too. That's 4 javelins.
And that'll be her last javelin too.
And that'll be her last javelin. Well, that's not very good, is it? No hits.
Javelins go pinging into the trees.
I wasn't resting on those though. I've still got this.
Still got them.
Okay, so 2 falcatas, 2 spears, and her falcata gets another dice, so that's going to be a total of 6. So I'll have to re-roll one of those. Plus 2 from the mace.
Nice.
So I'm going to have to roll 8 in all. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to actually just put that to one side.
And because you have the reach ability, we'll actually resolve the damage that I receive from this before I get to even hit back. So I might actually lose some guys here.
And this is why I really hope this unit would be able to come into play. This is the beautiful thing about the Sisk. If they can get you into melee like this, they inflict a lot of damage, and they don't take a lot because of the shields. They're beautiful if you can get them close. So, okay, and if you roll better than this.
1.
Oh, come on! Come on!
Only 1. But, don't forget, Kancia is fierce, so she can re-roll all misses once per round.
But that's only on 1 weapon line, right?
No, that's all weapons.
All weapons?
So, since you have 7 misses, you get to re-roll them.
I forgot how useful that ability is. Okay, so let's do 7. You know, let's just do... How about none of those?
Okay, great. Still only 1 coming.
My dice hate me. We have a statistician working on this game. He has a similar problem, okay? There's another force at work here, and it hates us. Are you kidding me right now? Or what? Really? 1 hit? Out of how many dice? 1 hit. That could have won the game.
So could I dive behind cover in the meantime?
Well, you don't get cover.
Oh!
You don't get cover.
I'm in the trees.
Don't be denying me my 1 mouse. Get him off!
Dang it. 1 mouse goes bye-bye. But now I get to retaliate.
Are you kidding me? I should have just slaughtered you on that round.
Now, I've only got little daggers, and you're in armor of...
Only 2.
2. Okay, so I'll get to roll 6 dice in retaliation.
This is nuts.
1 so far. Only 1. So 1 more damage.
Let's see if my shield can take it. No. So I take another point of damage. I'm actually going to put it on Conceer.
Okay, ooh, she's wobbling.
She's wobbling. I want to do my cure ability over here.
Of course.
This is effectively a freebie. Hasn't worked. She didn't bring her scrolls today, apparently.
Apparently not. The gods are not with her.
That unit should have demolished you that round. Okay, I'm done. That's me done.
Alright, I shall be attacking big guy
Of
with
course.
big guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't move into that hex because I would cleave, but because it's a hex with heavy cover, he cannot enter it. He's too big. But he will indeed do a concentrated attack against that guy. So let's go ahead and roll these whopping 2 dice.
It might be enough. This guy has really been pounded into the ground here.
So 1, let me re-roll my miss for my concentrated attack. 2 hits coming your way. He's got damage resistance too.
I do, so I can try and resist both of them. But if I fail either of these, and based off of how I've been rolling here, I fail both. It's that.
Oh.
Oh, nuts.
And my skirmisher hasn't gone yet.
Oh, nuts. Okay.
Okay. My skirmisher
You're definitely winning this thing.
is going to move and attack.
Yeah.
He's going to move to here.
This is a disaster.
He's going to start off by throwing his last rock right into the
Of
mix.
course, of course.
They are an armor of 2, you say?
Yep.
His last rock, he gets 5 attack dice with this.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Only 1.
Okay.
You're going to try to resist it with your, defend with your shield wall?
Yeah. No.
Yes. So 1 damage coming your way.
I can't do Conceer. I can't do her. So I am actually going to remove... I'm going to remove a Javelin here.
Okay.
Okay, so he's off.
Alright. Now he's coming in for the melee attack. His tree club is coming in. He only gets 4 dice on this one.
So actually, my guys have got Brace.
Okay, so that means the first person that they defend against in a game, which is this would be the first one, they actually get to roll double the dice to when they attack back. That's pretty friggin' good.
Okay, so do you think?
I only get 2.
That's not bad. That's better than odds.
So first defend against it. Well, yeah, first defend against it. You have 2 shield guys, yeah.
I was hoping that rolling 1 at a time would actually help, but I keep missing. Keep missing.
So when we get to that stage, you will be removing 2 guys.
I'm going to actually just make a little note there that I've got to take 2 guys off.
But you do get to hit me back.
With all of my melee, right? But it's a lighter guide, it's AC2.
AC2.
So I actually don't have that much action to actually hit you. I've got a couple of spears, I do have a mace, and Conceer can actually help out with this.
So you actually will roll double that because you have brace.
Yep.
So you'll roll 8.
So I've got 1, 2, 3. Rolling better. Come on. 4. I got 4 hits right there.
Okay, he's only got damage resistance 1. Doesn't matter what I roll here, because he's only got 2 health left, he's gonna die.
Awesome.
So he comes in, clobbers out a couple of guys, but then they end up taking him down. Great stuff.
Okay, so I've got to take 2 more minis off. Do I really want to get rid of their ranged capability here? You know, I think actually taking the Javelin off was a bad call. I'm actually going to take the 2 long spears off. I'm taking them, but look at this. You've got me absolutely decimated here. This is not looking good.
Okay. Shall we go into round 6?
I think we shall. Alright. We're not even going to get to the end of the game here. But look at this. Look at this. This is good.
Wow. Yeah, I only got 2. By all means, you've only got your 1 unit, but they're on the go here.
You know what? I gotta do another concentrated attack on those guys.
Okay.
They wouldn't get the melee from it. It's not worth them moving. I'm gonna... How much health has this guy got left?
He has 3 left.
I can't do 3 damage against him. So let's just wail on the moo. Let's try and take these guys out.
Okay.
Alright, so with your AC of 3, I've got, actually, I don't have I have one javelin guy.
Who can do a ranged first?
Yeah, and Conceal is on her last legs, but she's adding a couple of, this is her last javelin.
I believe so, yes.
Alright, so this is the javelins. 1 hit for you to resist.
Okay. It's the trees.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you've resisted
it.
it. So now Falcata wise, I've just got 1 Falcata from him. I don't have my spearmen up. I have 2 for the mace, and I have 2 from her Falcata.
Cool.
Okay.
And since she's fierce, you'll get to reroll your misses.
No, she used it last round.
But it's a once per. Oh.
Right, she used it already. It's gone. So that's it. That's all I've got, and then I'll do the cure ability afterwards. Maybe be able to get one of those guys back on the board here. 1. Just 1 hit. That's the best I could come up with.
You were doing a concentrated attack?
Oh, I was doing a concentrated attack. Thank you for the reminder. It doesn't make any difference.
Alright.
So just 1 hit.
Just 1 hit. Now, that's melee, so I don't actually get any cover, so for sure 1's going to be going down. I'll make a little note here to myself, because they'll get to strike back now.
Yep.
They are striking back with their little daggers. There's only 6 of them now, so I'll only get to roll 6 dice back.
Yeah.
1, 2. Only 2.
2. Still got that shield wall ability going. 1.
So you still take a damage. So we each take 1.
Yep, I'm actually going to take him off.
Okay.
Use my last Javelineer. The cure ability is going off.
Okay.
Doesn't work.
It's concentrated, so roll again.
Still doesn't work.
The dice really do hate it.
But that's it, man. I've got like Conceal and the Priest done.
Alright, well the Moo are going to, they're going to,
kick my ass.
They're going to move and then attack.
Okay.
So
I'm actually surprised. I thought you'd do concentrated fire with your slings.
Yes, but they won't actually be able to swing at you in melee, but you'll be able to swing back at them.
No, you don't have to use your melee that way. Right?
I do not. You don't have to do all of your
They're standing in the middle there. It's like the 300 Spartans surrounded by Moo.
Then the 300 Spartans are going to get slings.
Except there's 2 Spartans.
Alright. Then I have 5 guys left. Let's do a concentrated sling attack, and then because they're timid, they don't get to initiate melee. So yeah, I wasn't going to want to do that anyways. So 1.
That's good. Oh, so you do have that concentration.
2.
And reroll.
Because it was no, that was my reroll.
Really? That's it?
Yep, just 2.
Oh, that's not too shabby. Shield.
Both resisted.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Okay, that guy's done. You don't have any other units, so
Yeah.
he's gonna come stonking in. Stonk and punch. He gets 8 dice against them.
Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Only 3.
Only 3.
Shield wall up.
Only 3. I resisted 1. I lose 2.
There's only 2 of them left.
She's got 1 hit point left. The War Priest is only counted as 1 hit point. They are both off.
Wow. There we go. That's even though there were still 2 more rounds left of the game, she has no more units to obviously fight me back with. So
You're
the end of the game.
So we actually honestly slowed that down a little bit. You can see because we were doing a lot of talking as we were going.
But as you can see, once you start getting into it, it's really, really quick.
Congratulations to yourself.
Oh, thank you.
For winning yet again. And the Moo did it yet again. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you really like what's going on here. You can imagine just setting up literally just one of these. Jack and I have gone to a coffee house before now, set up one of these maps, broken out the units, just played a quick game. It's literally that easy, and it's meant to be a game of convenience. You don't need table tennis tables. You don't need thousands and thousands of miniatures. You don't need an investment of 8 hours of your time. Literally, you're going to play in less than an hour, and that includes setup and having a drink, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. It was a pleasure losing in front of you.